Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, and today we're going into yet another sealed. It's been a really nice limited season for me. So we're gonna pop in and see what we what we crack. And we've got Rot Priest, Arena, Blue Sun's Twilight. Blue Sun's Twilight's nasty. Mirex is like okay. These two are kind of duds. White looks okay. Probably the worst I've seen white look, really. Blue's okay. Black's pretty solid. It's like not great, but it's pretty solid. What do we have for red? Not much there. Okay, that's getting played, which is kind of funny. Good stuff in white. We have Chorus, Duelist, Glider, other Duelist. I think the Justicar is pretty okay. That card's good. That card's good. Blue. That's decent. Skull Bomb's pretty decent. Bringing Ending's okay. Prologue is fine. The Retrofitter's actually, I think blue is probably where we're gonna wind up. Yeah. I think we're gonna end up in a blue deck at the least. The white looks good, or it looks decent, but I think we'll wind up in this sort of blue artifacty build. Yep. The question is what color best supports that. I'm basically playing all the blue that we have, not cutting much of it. Oh, I forget what the key is. There it is. Yeah. Oh. With this, what do we have that, like, pumps? Because this doesn't feel right to me. Come on. Like, really? Is this just what you play? Is black white toxic every single time? or X white, you know. We've even got the Evangelist. Because, like, Annihilating Glare is good. The rest is not. The rest is not. The rest is out. But, like, all these creatures are solid. The Skitterling's probably no good. Cut that. Orthodoxy Enforcer's out. And Justicar. Yeah, that looks like a solid black-white deck. And, like... And that's even with the blue, like... Like, the thing is, the blue payoffs play to the same thing. Like, we have two of these Retrofitters. We've got an Eye of Malcator. But then, like, support pieces, we've only got the Surgical Skull Bomb. And we'd have to go white, and then the white cards we have don't support an artifacts theme, really. It's just these three cards that support the artifact theme. Like, actually, Skull Bomb should be in here over Sinew Dancer, probably. 16 creatures. And we can run the Mere Convert as well. What here? I guess the one place we're lacking... the Grimdark. In this is removal, right? We have Annihilating Glare, Whisper the Dross. And that is... Oh, Anoint with Affliction. Never mind. We have plenty of... We have some decent removal. Like, not a ton, but it's there. And Vivisection Evangelist as well, so... Yeah, I think this is just the line, and we'll run the Mirex. It's maybe a little bit much, and cut down on the number of tap lands. I think one of each is fine. It's close to too many, but it's probably fine. Man, I want something else to be good here, but it's not. It's just not. Like, the green cards are very good. Like, we have Rot Priest, Scrap Gorger is good, Ruthless Predation's good. Spore Singer's actually okay, and the Maze's Mantle. Lattice Blade is also decent. Oil Gorger. We don't have any oil, so no. Tyranix and Sky Scythe are okay. Battle Chair is actually okay as well. And then Tyvar's Stand is great, but, like, as an archetypal deck, like, this comes together the best. And it just... It kills me, because the white... It's these white... These low-cost white creatures are just so good. Like, Crawling Chorus. Do you need, you know... A 1-drop with Toxic is great. And you really don't care about trading it later. Right? Or just chumping with it. You don't care. The Sinew Dancer is even solid. Like, just, if you get them corrupted, this is an excellent little tapper. Bilious Skull Dweller, great card. Always going to trade, and often going to trade up, because a lot of people don't have 1-drops. The only thing it trades poorly with is, like, a Crawling Chorus. And then you just don't attack into it. Duelist to Deep Faith. A 2/2 first strike with Toxic 1, like, this is double upside. This is a 2-drop with double upside. and it's like good stats. Incisor Glider is ridiculous, and Jawbone Duelist is great. We have a trick here that doesn't really work with our deck at all, but that's okay, right? Like Resistance Reunited. It's just +2/+2 in this deck. But that's fine, because +2/+2 on like a Jawbone Duelist is plenty to, you know, crack this guy. And then like up here, Indoctrination Attendant is good. Shieldred's Head Cleaver, this is a decent card for getting a couple of points of Toxic in. Testament Bearer always, you know, dies, draws a card, so trades, draws a card, and you're good to go. Ravenous Necrotitan, this is a 6/6. This is a 6/6 in a format with not much that's bigger than a 5/5. Like this is enormous in this set. Like other stuff, like this Skyscythe Engulfer is a huge creature. It's 6/5 for 6. This is 4. Yes, you have to sack something, but like if you have a Crawling Chorus, if you have a creature under a thing, then you don't even care. And this is just like Phyrexian Arenas are only rare here. Yeah. No. There's one more in here. Oh, Myrix, yeah. Myrix is like, it's not really a rare though. Like this is a rare included to make it, you know what I mean. Alright. Yeah, Myrix also provides like sacrifice fodder for Necrotitan if we have to. Like a 4-mana 1/1's not great, but if it's the thing that you're sacking to a Necrotitan, that's fine. It didn't cost you a card. And like, these two are premier rares, but like blue-green just do not go together. Like this is supposed to be like the proliferate sort of archetype for blue-green, and it just, the cards are just not good. Right, the payoff for proliferate in these colors is not good. You could probably make the like a blue X deck work in this pool, but I think this is better. I think this is just a better setup, right? We're gonna fix that real quick. We're gonna put the right card on the head, on the front of the deck box. Let's get going. Having played like a couple of runs, I think that's the one thing I'll say is it feels like there's an imbalance in what's good in this set towards white. And that may be intentional for theming purposes. Because Mother of Machines is the face card of the set. So do we play... I'm going to play the Pestilence Siphoner here. I'm going to play the 1/1 flyer. This is more likely to get past their 2-drop. Like the Duelist Deep Faith can get past their 2-drop, but this is more likely to just get in. Oh, I wish I'd had that last turn, so let's go to combat. Smack him. Play the duelist. The duelist. Maybe that was, I mean, they're not going to block with this Bone Picker Scourge. I mean, we could play the Necro Titan or just play the Convert. And yeah, let's play the Convert. Maybe we get the free Necro Titan or the Evangelist next turn. I forgot that this was a corrupted trigger, and you didn't always have to sack something. And I still thought the card was worth playing, right? Like, okay, this person is dead. We're gonna go get corrupted, and we're gonna sacrifice part of our board to do it. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're gonna take a little bit of a slower line. We're gonna tap down this Fleshless Gladiator and swing in with the Duelist of Deep Faith. If they want to prevent corrupted, they have to block with the Bone Picker Scourge and just give it away. So it's a little slow. It's a little bit of a slower line. But it gets them corrupted, which means that we are now, like, just good to go here. We can, like, Necro Titan, or we can, like, Evangelist next turn, Necro Titan, and get Stompy with it. And it looks like they're looking at a removal spell here. Yep, Predation, sure. I mean, it's damage done at this point for us. Oh no, they got something with a duress. Unfortunately, your whole world is going to explode next turn. So we can actually... Not that it matters. We could just play Necro Titan instead of Evangelist. Yeah, let's just play the Necro Titan. You have 3 or more poison counters. I don't have to sack anything. And just pop them for 1. And we can hold up the Sinew Dancer activation here by tapping the Mere Convert. It's more to get rid of a blocker, because the Convert costs us life, but... Want to proliferate yourself? So, like... Yeah. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's so close. It's so close. This is so close to just lethal. Like 1 more mana and this would be lethal. And the mirror doesn't count, unfortunately. Well, that's pretty good for him. Nimrazer Paladin and a land. It doesn't save them, though. Oh, that was just the icing on the cake. Like, oh man. I would love to see Wizards data on, like, what's winning. Because I have to imagine White is destroying everyone. So it's maybe a little risky to play the arena here, because they could just kill the mirror. I think we have to play the arena, though. They could kill the mirror and get in with this stalker. Green-white toxic. I'm gonna trade this mirror in a heartbeat, right? For whatever they want to trade for it. Trade for it. Okay. Play another planes, play an incisor glider, play this crawling chorus. I'm not going to block this. I'm not going to block it. We're going to play Attendant, Mirex, and the Crawling Chorus. They have a Crawling Chorus of their own. Okay. This is okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Do this thing. They'll trade. That's fine. And we don't have to play the Mirex here. We can just play this Swamp. We can play this Necker Titan. We'll sack the 1-1. That's fine. The Might that can't block. It's all okay. And hopefully they like pacifism here on the Necro Titan rather than any other sort of removal spell. Because then we can just pick it up from under the... Oh, that's an ossification, though. Nothing we can do about that. That's real unfortunate. Just real unfortunate. Okay, they're really going for Corrupted hard. It feels like they need it. we're on a bit of a clock here. This arena is going to kill us in relatively short order unless we get corrupted on our opponent. Because then the Bone Picker Scourge can keep us alive, but even that's not going to really take us over the edge. Okay. Is there any way we can get a poison counter on our opponent? Okay, we'll play a swamp. I think we activate Mirex. Annihilating Glare off of the token onto the Vorak. Forces a trade. I guess this is 6 of one, half a dozen of another, but like we could have just played the Glare. Target Vorak. Sack the Might. Do we sack our Might? Duelist can get in here. And Bone Picker Scourge. Like, Duelist is... so close. And yet so far away. No, we have to block it. I maybe should have whispered there, just to hit it with a Whisper of the Dross instead of trading. Calling Chorus, sure. Razor Paladin. Yep. That's probably just death for us. I definitely should have just whispered. I was thinking the upside of being able to get... I feel like they block with the... Let's do this. And we can whisper and keep the duelist. Or we can sack the duelist, get closer to corrupted. Let's do this. Keep the duelist. Vorak, sure. And they find a land. Which gets them Vat Emergence. I'm guessing. Yep, there we go. That's Vat Emergence. Come on, dude. Okay, that's our own Vat Emergence. What do we have in here that's gonna... Well, Sinew Dancer's probably gonna break him. And yeah, that looks good. So we can get corrupted here. It costs us a lot, though. So I think what we're going to do is get in with the flyers. No, because these are only decent blockers. They attack with the 4/4. Yeah, we're gonna do this. And pass the turn. We're probably gonna have to anoint, chump and anoint. This Vorak. Just trying to stay alive. Okay, that's fine. And when I say chump, I mean chump the Paladin and anoint the Vorak. Do we just double block the Paladin? Okay. So it's 4 to tap down the Brutalizer. So we're playing the Skull Dweller. 4 to tap down the Brutalizer. 2 to anoint the Vorak. I think we can afford to wait. Yeah, we can afford to wait and do it on their... do a tap down on their combat and then a tap down on our turn to keep our to get ourselves in for corrupted. Flensing Raptor. Tap it. They can still avoid getting corrupted. Oh my god. It does involve them losing all of their creatures, but it does... you know, but it corrupts them. All right, they have 4 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. That's 3 getting in for at least 2. Figured out. But I'm almost 100% sure you're dead. Yeah, particularly because the... yeah. Yeah, they're dead. That was a great game, actually. You know, I may have been complaining throughout, but like that was a good game. That was like back and forth, and I'm on a clock because my Phyrexia arena, and they're just like capitalizing on it, and we're fighting over whether or not, you know, we can corrupt the other player, and they corrupted me first, but I managed to get there, so that was cool. That was fun. Okay, this is good. If we can't corrupt him, we can definitely sack this chorus to get a 6/6 on turn 4. Oh, that's gotta die. That has to die immediately. Hmm. Maybe just run out this Lightbringer here. Double. It doesn't say other creature, right? It just says target creature you control. Okay, so here we are just gonna deploy more stuff. Yeah. Debating the attack, but like Titanic Growth is, yeah. Just no. If they had Titanic Growth, it would have gone in. I kind of just want to play this a little defensively, though. Opponent cannot break a Necrotitan. Yeah, the card's big. I mean, just really big. Like, this plays is a... is it worth mulliganing, though? Right? It's not good, but is it worth mulliganing? Because it's kind of all in on this mirror. Yeah. Okay, we'll keep this. Put back the Lightbringer. Options. Don't give me options. Play the Siphoner. Reason I'm playing the Siphoner here is, like, they're going to 3, which means they can play something that is of decent size. The Siphoner is evasive, meaning that I can get in over whatever they play most likely. They didn't play anything. Now I feel like an idiot. They're going to Twilight that, okay. Now I feel like a genius, because now our better cards are, like, just hanging out here. Duelist of Deep Faith. Nurse? Why? And then they can flesh cutter it, and... Oh. This is just a bad time. We're in vanilla 4/4 territory, so... Just not a good time. Oh, that super reads is like... But they had to tap it themselves like that? That's Annihilating Glare. So the two things they could have had there, in my opinion, are Annihilating Glare and Whisper the Dross. Whisper the Dross. If they had Whisper the Dross, though, they would have just fired it off. Annihilating Glare makes sense, though, because... Yeah, sure, okay. Okay, that time it left them, it tapped correctly for them. You just get a Nurse. This says Vigilance, so we're gonna get in. We're in a rough spot here. I'm gonna get the Nurse. Like, it's just a 5-mana 3/4, but we have nothing else going on. Like, what am I gonna get? A 1/1 flyer? The other creatures just don't do anything. Tyrannix Atrocity. Crawling Chorus here. I'll trade for your Atrocity. No? They could jump the Atrocity here and get us corrupted in one hit. That would be bad. There's a couple of cards that do that. Atraxis Skitterfang being one, the other one being the Raptor. It's hard for me to believe they would just be splashing for the Flesh Cutter. Yeah, there's the Annihilating Glare. The Flesh Cutter attack is actually free here for them. Brutalizer and a Plains, or a Tendant and a Plains. Yeah, Brutalizer and a Plains. Okay. They're just playing like solid. We'll make them re-equip the thing. I think the corrupted attack is worth it there. They're low. And I think getting them corrupted is worth taking a poison ourselves. Possibly invasion. They got another annihilating glare? Like, that's the only reason you'd highlight your own thing, and then, yeah. So they have another annihilating glare, okay. It's an arena. Yeah, they've got some mid-range stuff to buy back with that. That's solid. They should have played it post-combat, but you know. Sorry, there's some crap in my mouse. Jumping around. That's why it's jumping around like that. I mean, I'm gonna block. Why would I not block? You're in declare attackers. You have to just declare attacks and then... Okay, they attack with the Apostle. Cool. Okay, alright. I will acknowledge that I have lost this game. Yeah, Abzan, that's okay. That's an interesting strategy. It works. Abzan Bomberman. We'll keep this. It's greedy, but we'll keep it. Hopefully this convert survives. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Yeah, it lived. So we can play out the head cleaver. All right. So we can kill them both with a resistance reunited, but that leaves the head cleaver, dead cleaver, a dead cleaver. Or we could kill them both with an anoint. And leave the head cleaver alive. Anoint is the better spell, like, granted, but you don't always get to save your better spell. That's a okay. You know, batter fisted up? No, they're not. Okay. Well, here's Dross Pits. We are going to go to combat. We're going to attack you with both of these. They should just block the mirror. Yeah. Because that prevents corrupted. That's an interesting equipment to determine whether or not you should equip it. I think against black-white you probably should. If you're going from 3 toughness to 2 toughness, it doesn't really matter. 2 toughness to 1 toughness matters, but 3 to 2 does not. And actually, in this case, it was against mono white, so you know, that's that. Here they should definitely just equip it. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Testament Bearer here. It's the kind of equipment that you look at and say, you know, this is costing me toughness. It's making my creatures easier to remove if I want to block. I guess they didn't want to trade for the convert. They just wanted to stonewall it. Okay, so that's reasonable, yeah. That's reasonable. But they saw that backfire on them last time, so. Sad. Oh, well, maybe that was not right, but I forgot they killed our second black source there. We could have taken the Indoctrination Attendant, just run with that instead. Axiom Engraver. They're gonna eat. What did they eat? Anoint? Okay. Black-white doesn't really have a way to buy back an anoint, so that's an odd choice. I would have chosen like the Testament Bearer or the Indoctrination Attendant over the instant or sorcery, like. And now they're gonna throw it on there. All right. Given that, we should probably kill. Given that we have that emergence, we should probably kill the Scrap Gorger, so that it doesn't just take out our ability to reanimate anything ever. Oh. Okay, so their Gruul Oil, they just didn't have a great start. And they're still missing double red. Oh, well, yeah, no, we'll do that. So this is the kind of thing where, like, I don't know. It feels like we have this very put away. Yeah, this is okay. Whatever trick you have, just fire it off. Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. Unfortunately, you're gonna die. What would it have to be? Was there a way they could have won there? Was there a card that could have won them the game, I should say? With the Fuseling. Unfortunately, the Fling in this set is mana value based, so not that. Another Free from Flash is only a 9/3. So if we block with the Bone Picker, we're alive. So they could have Free from Flash and Titanic Growth. Like, two spells definitely could have killed us. One spell, it's very tough to think of anything that could have done it. Because, you know, my whole thing at that point is just don't die, right? On that turn, it's literally just don't die and you win. They're so low, so high on poison. I should have played Draw Spits there. I don't think it'll matter. I think we should be okay to just, like... Oh my gosh. Let's do Crawling Chorus. We'll run out this Duelist. Right, hopefully we can just eat some of their shenanigans. Oh, we're corrupted. That's bad. Draws pits here. Duelist Deep Faith. So now that we are corrupted, I really don't mind swinging with the Duelist, right? It's already sort of damage done. It's double white to activate Kemba here. So that's not really a problem for us. We'll trade. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get back our own Duelist. This is more to get them corrupted than anything. Actually, I don't know. Does Scheming Aspirant... Maybe Scheming Aspirant triggers here. Duelist and the two Duelists could double block the Paladin is the only reason I'm looking at that. Let's do that. But our toxic stuff is job done now. Like, we have the Necrotitan and the Evangelist coming down after this, and that's going to just be hopefully really good for us. Unfortunately, we had to spend this Vat Emergence to just get back the Duelist. Instead of having it later for, like, rebuying the Evangelist to kill off whatever. Getting effectively a 3 for 2, or, you know, 4 for 2. Kemba is a potential issue in the future, but they don't have double white right now, so I'm not immediately trying to kill it. They might attack with the Testament Bearer just to get the card draw to try and find the second white source so they can activate the Kemba. Attendant picks up the white source, plays the white source, plays their last card. Dune Mover finds the white source. Okay, so now we have to kill the Kemba. I think what we do is we just pay for the Annihilating Glare. like, we could play sack, but we know they're not drawing anything but another white source here. Again, it is just a sacrifice to the Testament Bearer to draw a card, to anticipate, if you will, or whatever that's called, corpse churn, whatever. I think it's correct, but it doesn't feel good, obviously. Corpse churn's not, it's not corpse churn, it's... Okay, they didn't take an edict or a swamp, okay. Well, they did not know that we had a Bone Picker Scourge of our own. And this thing... So that makes sense that they would take the Bone Picker. And the Edict's just going to eat like my Duelist, right? Which is fine. This might be overrun. So we're going to block as if it is overrun. The pseudo overrun. We'll block like that. This trades everything, even if it is an overrun. Ah, it's not an overrun. It's just lethal. Proliferate kills us. That's not proliferate. We just pass here. Removal spell kills us. I should have attacked with a might. That was stupid. It gets us closer to killing them one way or the other. Hopefully it doesn't end up mattering. Death. Yeah, White Sun's Twilight is ridiculous. Most of the Sun's Twilights are very good. That one is just win the game. It almost 1,000% just reads win the game. The blue one is good, but like there are board states where that does not win you the game. You know, where that's just the stabilization. The white one, like, you have to basically be dead for it to not win you the game. Right? You have to be in the position that I was just in. So we're going to Crawling Chorus. Whisper the Dross, kill the flyer. This should hopefully get them corrupted next turn. Against anything but a Thrun. Against anything but a Thrun. Oh my god, we're so dead. This card is dumb. Like, you have to have an edict. The Necrotitan can maybe get us there. Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Please hit me. Please hit me. Come on. You're safe. Oh my god. Coward. Do you have something else? Are you serious? You've got another card that you're gonna play? Please hit me with the Thrun. Please hit me with the Thrun. Like, I don't care what you play after that, but please hit me with this Thrun so that I can get through and toxic the shit out of you. Yeah! No blocks. Hooray! Oh. Come on! Alright, well, we have to just play this Necrotitan here. And pray that they don't have something for us. That was going to blow us out regardless. We can go to 1, or we can block here. Take 1, go to 5. Pray we draw the... I think we're praying we draw the land regardless, right? So just go to 1 is better. They're in full control. It's a bluff. It's a bluff. And we're not corrupted, so their mana rock doesn't kill us. We're not gonna be corrupted, most likely, so no attacks. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. I have to alpha them and kill them, and they need to deal 1 damage. Like, this is okay. And we're in, like, chump mode here. Alright, there's a Bone Picker Scourge. That's good. That's good. That's a card that gets a little bit of momentum in the right direction. We're gonna pass here because they haven't had a removal spell for a while, so we're gonna assume that they don't have one again. And we're dead! Because we have to put both of these in front of the Thrun, and then we're chumping everything else. Right? Is there any way we live? Like, double block the Thrun. Oh, we'll play it out. We'll play it out because this is a ridiculous game. This shows just how stupid Thrun is. I don't know why you wouldn't just alpha me. Like, I have to... I have to block like that. What can I... There's no out in our deck. There's absolutely none. So we're just playing for shits and giggles. I don't know why they're figuring out how to block. It doesn't matter. You can just not block. My hand's empty. Just let it through and call it a day. But Yeah, Thrun, ridiculous. White Toxic, also ridiculous. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Um, that was a quite a fun little sealed. Um, I kind of wish there was like other archetypes that I felt as good about as, you know, white black, white green, toxic. Like the toxic strategies just seem very very good because the toxic cards are really really good. The toxic, the corrupted payoffs are exceptional. The toxic creatures are solid creatures. It feels like, in some ways, sort of the mistake they made with Phyrexian mana, to a much lesser extent, right? To a much lower extent, right? The thing is, they didn't tax the creatures at all for having toxic. Like a point of toughness off of the 2/2 that has first strike on your turn, right? The card's a little weaker, but a point of toughness is not going to make or break the card. It's just going to make it, like, not ridiculous. It'll make it die to Whisper the Dross. It'll, trade for all the 1/1 attackers instead of being able to chump them all day, eat them all day long. Maybe the Crawling Chorus itself can't block, right? That's probably a significant nerf, but it's the kind of thing that, like, these creatures are very good. Like, very good. And those, and just like a little bit of tweaking there, I think could have pushed it into a little bit more of a balanced state. Because the white creatures are ridiculous. And then all the other stuff, it needs the synergies to actually pop. Right? The red, green oil stuff needs to synergize. It needs to have stuff to put oil counters on it. It needs to have sacrifices and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's just sort of worse than existing cards like Rummager. The Rummager, if you can't put additional oil counters on it by, like, proliferates, which, yes, green has proliferate, but anyway, that's just my opinion. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.